All right, the warm-up we're going to do is mio, 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 me. In this warm-up, we start with a high pitch and on a lower pitch. So it's going to sound like this. Try to match my pitch. Me, mio, 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 me. 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 Let's do one more. Mio, 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 me. Hi, third graders. Here we go with our second distance learning lesson. First, I want to review with you the duration of the notes. So here, I have some reminders. When you see this line, it stands for a quarter note, like that. When you see the two lines with a little bar across, these are eighth notes. And here they are in our song that we're going to be practicing. Here we have a half note that has an open circle at the bottom. And then I wanted to show you, this is two quarter notes tied together. So I made a math equation. I've got a quarter with my little picture of what that would look like, and then a quarter with another picture. We add those two quarters together and we get a half note. So the duration of two quarter notes tied together is the same as a half note. So if you see a half note, you say two, and if you see two quarter notes tied together, you'll also say two. All right, so let's look at our rhythm that we're going to practice today. I have broken it into 4 different lines. Here you see my numbers, and we're going to learn it, the 4 different lines, but it actually is one song that all goes together. So we're going to start with number 1, and then go directly to number 2, number 3, and number 4, and then we'll talk about the different lines. We're going to first just use our syllables. So ta, ti, and 2. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ti, 2. Ta, ti, 2. Ta, ti, ta. Ti, ta. Ti, ta. 2. Let's do it again, but this time we will also clap. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ti, 2. Ta, ti, 2. Ti, ta. Ti, ta. Ti, ta. 2. Nice. Now let's see if we can do the clapping without using our syllables. Remember, it's always a good idea to say the syllables in your head, even though you're not saying them out loud. So here we go, clapping without saying our syllables out loud. 1, 2, here we go. Nice. Now I'm going to clap it all again, just clapping and not pointing. See if you can follow along and clap with me. 1, 2, here we go. Good. Now I want to see if you notice any patterns in this rhythm. There are 2 lines that have the exact same sound, even though they don't look the same. I want to give you a minute, less than a minute, a few seconds, to see if you can figure out which two lines are exactly the same. And we'll be figuring out the form of this rhythm. So you look at those lines, and see if you can figure out the form. We're calling the first line A. See if you see any exact matches for the first line. Let's give you a few seconds to try to use your own brain before I give you the answer. All right, I'm going to tell you that line 1 and line 2 sound exactly the same. Because remember, these two tied together also say two. So listen to me do line 1 and line 2. Those are exactly the same rhythm. So our first two lines are both A, A. And then let's look at line 3. T, T, ta, T, T, ta. That's not the same at all, so we'll call that B. And then look at the fourth line and think, does that match the first two lines? Does that match number 3? Listen to how it sounds. So it's kind of the opposite rhythm of line 1 and line 2. This one has ta, ti, ti. This has ti, ti, ta. And then we see the 2, which does not match line 3 at all. So we're going to call this one C. So the form of this song is A, B, C. So we know the first two lines are supposed to sound exactly the same as we're doing the rhythm. Now, the next thing we get to do is we're going to add our own notes and make our own song. Now, if you were here with me, this would be a lot more fun, but I'm just going to have to do it by myself, and we will make a song. I guess Mrs. Guys will make a song with you. You'll get to hear it, all right? So the only notes we get to use for our song are do, mi, so, and la. So under each of these, I'm going to put a different note. But according to my form, the first two lines are going to be exactly the same. So I'm going to use the same exact notes for line 1 and line 2. So I will start our song on do. I'm going to say do. How about mi, so, do. So what are the notes that I'm going to put for this line? You should be saying do, mi, so, do, because these two lines are supposed to be exactly the same according to our form. Now B and C, we can change the notes up a lot if we'd like to. Let's see, I'm going to go to mi. I'm going to do two me's. Mi, mi, so. And we haven't used la yet. I'm going to do la, la, so. And let's do so, so, mi, do. All right, I just made up a song. Later, if I wanted to, I could write some words to go with it. But for now, we'll just see if we can sing it. All right, so we're going to put a melody to our rhythm. But the only 4 notes that we're going to use are do, mi, so, and la. Let's go ahead and do the whole scale, and then since I started our melody on do, we can go ahead and get started singing. So let's start with do. Do your hand signs with me. We have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do. That's our starting note. So we have to make sure we put the note along with the rhythm. Match my pitch. Here we go. Goes like this. 1, 2. Here we go. Do, mi, so, do. Do, mi, so, do. Mi, mi, so. La, la, so. So, so, mi, do. Let's try it again. 1, 2, here we go. Do, mi, so, do. Do, mi, so, do. Mi, mi, so. La, la, so. So, so, mi, do. How did you do? All right. Now, if you would like to, at this point, you could try to make up some words to go with your song. In our next lesson, I'll show you some words that I make up to go with our song. But if you want to work on that now, what you need to think about are syllables. How many syllables your lyrics will have. So on the first line, we have ta, ti, ti, tu. So that's ta, ti, ti, tu. So if you're going to put words to that line, you can only have 4 syllables. You can only have 4 syllables for the next line. It's kind of like writing a poem with strict rules. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 3 is 6 syllables. And then the last one would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you would have to do is to come up with some words that fit these rules. 4 syllables, 4 syllables, 6 syllables, and 4 syllables. I'll give you one example for the first line. Something that would fit, and it would be good for me because I love music, is I could say, I love music. Now I need to check. Does that have 4 syllables? I love music. So I could use that for my first line. It sounds like this. I love music. All right? Could be a challenge for you to try out, but that's something we'll work on together during our next lesson. So I thought it might be fun for us to hear what our song sounds like on an instrument. Some of you may play instruments at home, so if you would like to play the song that we wrote on your instrument, I'll let you know that our do is starting on F, a musical note F. So if you would like to play along, you can do that. We have do as F, mi is A, C is so, and D is la. So listen to how this sounds. The song I'm going to sing right now is called Down by the Bay. And I will use a few rhymes that you've probably heard before. And then I'll give you the opportunity to think of your own rhyme. So try to be thinking of a rhyme that you could put into the song. We're going to start with, have you ever seen a whale with a polka dot tail? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a whale with a polka dot tail, down by the bay? Let's do, have you ever seen a fly wearing a tie? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a fly wearing a tie, down by the bay? How about this one? Have you ever seen a star playing guitar? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a star playing guitar, down by the bay? Let's see, how about, have you ever seen a cat wearing a hat? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a cat wearing a hat, down by the bay? How about, have you ever seen a frog dancing on a log? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a frog dancing on a log, down by the bay? Now this time, you put in your own rhyme. Ready? Have you got it? Thinking about what it is. When we get there, I'm gonna stop singing and you have to sing your rhyme. Here we go. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, down by the bay. Last one, we're gonna say, have you ever had a time when you couldn't make a rhyme? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever had a time when you couldn't make a rhyme, down by the bay? We're going to sing the song, The Lion Sleeps Tonight.